Welcome back to the Magnetic Flux. Today we are back with an outlined and resumed list of the top 10 celebrities who destroyed their career. Everybody in this world is struggling to be the best among others in every way of life. People here are struggling for a better lifestyle, better relationships, better income, better mental and physical healths, better body, and much more. This has increased everybody's personal standards and also the career standards, obviously. As we know, this world is full of different people with different mentalities. All are on the right path of their own way, and also the human options have greatly increased nowadays. People are leading the path towards the perfection and want perfection to follow them everywhere. Their career opportunities and options have also increased widely. Every career has its own acceptance, but still there are many people who ruin their own career. Don't forget to hit subscribe and like button and press the bell icon for regular updates. Number 10 is Anthony Weiner. Social media can play a major role in helping you destroy your career by your own hands. Sometimes it can ruin your career by wasting your time that you could have invested in making up your career, or sometimes by ruining your thoughts that could have helped you shape your career better. The same way, Twitter, one of the major social websites, was a reason behind the destruction of career of Anthony Weiner. He was the youngest man ever to win a council seat in the New York City, but his trivial mistake led to the destruction of his career by his own hands. Once he accidentally posted a picture of his own Twitter for a woman he was into texting with, and the destruction followed his path then. The people, his fans, the media started questioning him and his personal life. And to escape those questions and investigations, he tried claiming that his account was hacked and he didn't post it. But people never believe liars and keep on questioning his character and life. This made Anthony Weiner to resign from the Congress in 2011, and he also admitted that he was exchanging pictures with many women for years. This is the way he destroyed his own career. Number 9 is Brian Williams. We have seen television delivering more the exaggeration about the news than the news itself. Everything is news nowadays, and television is promoting it in order to get high ratings and fame. They don't care if they do this by hook or by crook. They just post the news and boom, the news circulate around in the fastest speed. Same as the story of NBC anchor host Brian Williams, who tried to elaborate his reporting about the Iraq invasion in 2015. And this news got report in the People and was circulated around. As the network began to investigate about it, it also investigated about the incident and what had actually happened there. It was discovered that the lies were blunted about a helicopter crash in Iraq. This put a whole question on his career and work, because it was the place about which he spoke irrelevant to the people just for the sake of his own fame and reputation. And the NBC cut ties with Brian Williams immediately and he was fired off. And this is how his whole career was ruined in the truth of one reporting done by the investigators. Number 8 is Dixie Chicks. Dixie Chicks was having their fun career as being on the top of list of being the ladies of the country music. Their music started generating many genres such as pop also. But once its leading singer Natalie Maines tried knocking the President George Bush in 2002 in their live concert, and that's where their downfall began. She tried criticizing the President Bush for indulging in the war or conflict activities that time and said that she felt ashamed that he was from Texas. This statement of her infuriated their fans, and people started seeing them differently and began questioning their work. Many radio stations boycotted them and their tracks, and no industry from the country music was ready to offer them work and rejected them. They did many efforts to apologize to their fans and public, such as they tried making an apologetic album, but nothing could save them, and their career was destroyed on whole by themselves. Number 7 is Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods was all going nice with his life and gold career when suddenly in 2009 many women came forward to claim to have extramarital affairs with him. Our media is already in search of such scandals, and this news served as a fuel to the media and their ratings. He collided his Escalade into a tree in his own front yard and pressed an overstated domestic abuse story before finally admitting to cheating in a televised report, and many sponsors decided to cut ties with him and he lost millions of dollars just overnight. His glory never came back like it used to be in the world and in front of his fans and public. His glorious days were all gone. Number 6 is Paula Deen. Paula Deen was a face which was well recognized in the world of Food Networks for many years, but then Lisa Jackson came out of nowhere and filed a case against this celebrity chef by saying that she made many racist statements pointing towards the African Americans, and she also used the N-word. This isn't all what happened. She responded to the accusation by saying African Americans as a joke and thus busted the case even more. Most of the Food Networks rejected her and canceled her TV programs. Her selling products were also stopped from entering the market and stores. She was banished out of the TV, and this is how she destroyed her career by making few racist remarks. Number 5 is Lance Armstrong. Professional cyclist Lance Armstrong had a thriving career with all going well when suddenly a drug allegation crosses his way. He was famous for his 7 Tour de France names and was known as a hero in cyclists. He then got cancer, and in between this, he was accused of being involved in drugs exchange. It was one of the most ruthless and broad allegations ever. Lance Armstrong kept on denying the allegations, but in 2012 he was tested with proofs that showed he was actually involved in drug usage. It was the moment when was the immediately disrobed of all the titles he had gained in his lifetime. Number 4 is Kanye West. Kanye's career and Kanye suffered a lot in their times. Kanye tried to kill his own career by making different controversial tweets against different perceptions on a daily basis. All of this started with his jumping the stage during the VMA speech of Taylor Swift. This isn't all of his mistakes. He was yelled at abnormal and disabled audience admitting different views and tried to thrust those upon them. Many of his fans were disappointed because of his list of mistakes he committed intentionally. Many news were reported saying it as a tactic to promote his upcoming album. Some people said he wanted to join politics. There were many different statements made, but the end result was the destruction of his career in his own hands. Number 3 is Mariah Carey. Many singers choose to lip-sync their performances, especially when they are overly invited in the shows or when they cannot manage in their live performances. Mariah Carey was a great singer of her times, and she mostly used to lip-sync with a song, and this is how she performed in most of her live shows. Live shows can be lethal if any of the coordinations doesn't go well. This is the same what happened with Mariah Carey. She was in a regular on seasonal TV specials like the New Year's Eve show, but it ended up her singing career. Millions watched as she botched her song Emotions when her in-ear audio stopped working. Mariah stood frozen for a moment and then angrily walked off stage. Carey said that it was some technique used by the producers to let her down, or it was done intentionally. But nobody believed her, and that is how her fans turned into her enemies. Number 2 is Ashlee Simpson. Ashlee Simpson was the youngest sister of Jessica Simpson, and she released an album, Autobiography, in 2004. It was her Saturday Night Live show when her lip-syncing got wrong. The wrong song played in the show, and this is how she was caught lip-syncing in the show. She panicked around, going here and there of the stage, and also blamed her band for not cooperating well in the show. But now it was of no use, as her one mistake disappointed her many fans and also the show casters. Her career was burnt into flames in no time. Number 1 is Tanya Harding. Rather than being remembered as the first American woman to land a triple axel in competition, Tanya Harding's career is stained by scandal. A hitman was employed to break Nancy Kerrigan's leg, her competition, in hopes of giving Harding a better shot at the national championship. It didn't take long for Harding to beg mortified as a schemer to the kneecapping attack to evade jail time. She paid a $160,000 fine, was enforced to retract from the 1994 World Figure Skating Championships, and was forbidden from the USFSA for life. This was all about the top 10 celebrities who ruined their career. Hope you have enjoyed the video. Comment down below which part you like the most, and what topic should we do next.